You're listening to the Gag On This podcast.
I see you standing up and I want to knock you down.
That is cold, but I'll laugh now.
Play hide and seek in the dark. All righty. We're doing good.
Not bad.
Lovely.
It's been a warm day.
Yeah, Danny's doing lovely because she just woke the fuck up.
Oh, God.
Oh, this
It
is a
was
wake up
long
phase?
day. It was Mark, Mabel, and Gabriel Alexander all day at my house. So I finally kicked them out and was like, I got to do the podcast, you guys. Get out. Scram.
That's how it works.
Yeah. And then I was
Guys,
like,
I gotta do
my son was like, what are you going to do? And I was like, I'm going to take a power nap. And he was like, that's never going to work. And I was like, yes, it is. And it didn't really. I just want to nap more now.
You seem chipper.
You do.
Yeah. So you're listening to the Gag On This podcast. Episode description will have the show and guests, social media. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can hear and watch us all, especially with Danny Dean or Big Bazoombas. Somebody quoted about that on Twitter. So,
For
Danny,
real?
you have fans.
She's looking down like, oh, yeah.
She's like, I do.
All these little things. They get these
Wow.
little things.
Like and follow us on all social media. Like what you hear, leave a review, hate what you hear. I don't know. Join the January 6th fucking insurrection. I don't give a shit.
Ouch.
All right. I am Big Nick. And my co-hosts of the Gag On This podcast, because this is a collaborative effort,
Yeah.
one of them is nationally traveling comedian, the Italian stallion, Danny T.
Danny.
Hey.
We got co-host of the Stand-Up Dads and my Portuguese lover, Rob.
I personally listened to hear about your Uniball.
I have two. One's just not descended. We are joined also by Vice President of the Sacramento Poets Society, all around good guy, Sharon.
Hi. Got my Captain America shirt on.
God, you're a goober.
Captain America's black
podcast.
now.
And we are joined by the hilarious now Colby. Would you like to go by Cheez?
Everyone always calls me Cheez anyway. So either way, Colby or Cheez.
We are joined by Cheez with a Z. How urban of you, sir?
Oh yeah. I liked how Cheez It spelled it, or Cheese Whiz. So I was like, throw a Z in there. I don't want the extra E. That's just too much nonsense. And everyone always goes with the extra E, or they put cheese and then like cheesy, so it'd be like CHEEZEE, or they'll just spell cheese. So I everyone calls me Queso. I've heard official but unofficial Mayor of Wisconsin, the Gouda God, Prime Daddy of the Pepper Jack Player Squad. I mean, whichever one you want to call it.
Wouldn't you just be Colby Cheese though? You wouldn't be all the cheeses. You would just be Colby Cheese.
Oh no, I'm every cheese imaginable.
I like cheese, and no, you're not every cheese.
Ironically, he's lactose intolerant.
It don't matter, dog. If it's a Parmesan / wood shavings, I'm probably in there.
Wow.
I'm just going to call you Mayor McCheese from now on.
Mayor McCheese. There you
Yeah.
I'm just hey, no Fromunda cheese.
No Famunda?
That's the only cheese I don't like.
I think there's a consensus. Yeah, nobody likes that. Well, there's probably
Some
somebody
people,
out there
I'm
that has a
sure.
fetish.
There's a weird.
Yeah, there probably is.
I told you not to shower.
Oh,
She's got that cheddar.
Your smell, your natural smell. Ooh.
put some baby powder under that. Get it nice and thick.
Oh, dude.
I'll tell you what. One of my biggest pet peeves is meeting somebody, and you find it a lot in California, that's not wearing deodorant. Like, I get it, you forget to wear deodorant, but if it's like a constant thing every day I see you, and you smell like you've never put on deodorant in your life,
Or they're using crystals.
something wrong.
That shit cracks me
I
up.
use deodorant.
We never said you stink.
Okay.
The only thing you've ever stunk of is pot.
Instead?
Huh?
Oh yeah, that oozes from my fucking
Exactly. So no, but I mean, like actually shoving a crystal in your armpit, thinking that's going to do a goddamn thing.
I've
I heard
heard
that one.
I know people like that.
Fucking ridiculous.
But yes,
Are
I'll be looking
you
at
allowed,
it.
are you allowed to smoke weed on this podcast?
Yeah.
All right.
Would I be a part of something that you couldn't smoke weed on?
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Come on.
if you want to chop up some methamphetamine and mainline it, I'm sure YouTube has no quarrels with that.
We've shown worse things on here.
We have.
I mean, I'm from Chico. I'm not going to do that kind of stuff, though.
Like we don't
Chico?
mainline it.
Nice, Chico.
I just prefer to do my weed, especially after work.
So
Oh,
part of what we do is I do research, and I came across this video that I honestly think really sums you up perfectly for everybody on the podcast.
God.
Oh, it gets so much better.
You're a fanny pack?
yeah, it turns into a jacket.
Not that one, but one of my fanny packs too.
All right, so for the audio listeners, first of all, he's wearing gold Nike high tops with
Yep.
Velcro on them.
Yeah, they got Velcro. They got like a nice little it's like a parachuter type rope clasp on it. Like
Oh,
it just
wow.
has a clip. It's got some cool little things. They were like $160 shoes that I found online on Black Friday. It was like $89. So I was like, I gotta scoop these up. These are sweet.
You got those black and purple Zumba shorts.
Yeah, those are Thigh Huggers. That's my buddy's company.
All right. And then
Free
you
those
got
bags.
looks
And
like
then the fanny packs, Be Fresh Gear. That's what's one of the boys that I mess with hard with on the outfits.
Tell them what kind of car you drive, sweetheart.
I have a 85 Camaro.
oh, Jesus. That would be a bitchin' Camaro.
Yeah,
It is pretty
yeah.
sweet Camaro.
It's a whole lifestyle.
It is a lifestyle. I got the sunglasses are one of my sponsors. That's the Filthy Shades. And when you just go to the filthyshades.com, you just have to use my promo code Cheez69 at checkout, and you can get a pair of those sweet shades. And then I opened that beer with my shotgun.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, we haven't gone yet.
Don't give it. Yeah, don't give it away.
Before we go further,
about the
are
hat?
you colorblind?
No.
Possibly.
Okay.
No,
I'm
why would you ask that?
Gold, purple, red,
Dude, that matches.
and blue and pink.
It's vintage. It's retro. It matches. It does match.
What's funny is
everything's matching.
you say vintage, that's like Rob's just growing up. Like that's
Yeah.
not vintage for
Yeah,
him.
Rob, there you go.
I probably have some of that shit in my closet. So
Well, I'll hit you up on that, Rob, if we're the same size, man. You just
Yeah,
let that go.
pretty sure anything you have would fit me like a bikini top. So
So are those buttons or stickers on your hat?
Those are
So
flowers.
that's actually that's a floral print hat. I actually just found that hat at it was a secondhand store, and I was like, I don't want to leave without this hat.
Oh,
So I ended up getting that hat. All I did was I think I paid like $10. I got a denim vest there too. I was like, I gotta get this vest. And then and the hat, he tossed the hat in for free. I just had to pay full price on the vest. So I was like, all right, done deal.
I have a hard time buying a secondhand hat. That's like underwear to me.
It was perfectly clean. It was before I got it and started putting in it. It was perfect. So I was like, let's
Sounds
go.
good.
Gold.
All right, so for the audio listeners, now he has pulled a beer out of his lovely fanny pack.
Mm-hmm.
There in Nevada.
In a can. Oh, that is a talent.
All right, so what? All right,
Yeah.
for
Go
the
ahead.
audio listeners, he now just poked a hole in the beer can with what is on your earring?
So my earring is my shotgun tool. I have
It's a
a
circle
shotgun.
tool.
I have a shotgun tool made by theshoddy.com. It's the Shoddy shotgun necklace. And I actually made a custom one for my ears. So I have a Shoddy earring. And so I just thought, okay, this would be fun to do this. And that's, again, just like the Filthy Shades, you go to theshoddy.com and then you use Cheez69 at checkout.
Yeah. Here
And
are my filthy shades.
You can get your own shoddy like this, and then if you use it on the shotgun squad, you can actually pick up I have a limited edition merchandise. It's a piece of cheese on it. But so that one there is the original earring. And so I was like, okay, because I have like at least 10 of them, and I've given them out to my friends and whatnot, and I have a few of them going away on the promotion, like giveaways. So I'm like, okay, I wanted to do something fun, so that was my thought process for that.
Yeah, so he uses his earring to poke a hole in the beer, and then proceeds to shotgun the shit out of it.
You're a professional shotgunner, though, right?
Professional shotgunner.
Yeah.
By the way, this is all with a "In Mullet We Trust" flag in the back.
Yes, because for the audio listeners, I have a bitchin' mullet.
He does. And recently dyed, too. Recently bleached blonde, hot boy summer.
I look just like a lost boy. I mean, you guys might think I was a stunt double coming up. Maybe I am.
Right.
So it ends with him. He has tallies on his shirt, and it ends with him adding another tally. So obviously he's had that'd be 20 beers, right?
Yeah, it was like 20 or something like that. That was it was actually a parody to that was a like a parody kind of like Easter egg to my favorite show of all time. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. They go up on a plane. They got to beat Wade Boggs. So that was like my homage to that. Like, hey, I love that show and show support to that. And so beer drinking wise, I'm like, okay, how can I make this a little bit more interesting? Right.
Yeah.
So then I did that. And then it looks like you guys took it off there, but I ended up, I don't know if we're still, can I spoil it?
We can show it again.
Okay. Well, at the end of it, right after I tally that, then I end up doing, I try to make it kind of like fun. Like, okay, well, how can I make this?
Let's see. He pulls the pen out of the fanny pack, by the way, guys.
And I got Hulk Hogan playing, so I'm like, how can I make this cool?
Yeah.
So he just ripped his shirt Hulkamania style.
Wow.
And then that actually got some good exposure there on Instagram too and stuff, like Barstool Sports out in Chico right after they won the best bar in America. They picked that up and ran with it on their page there. So I saw a lot of people off that video alone.
Nice.
How long you lived in Chico?
I lived in Chico for only about a year, actually. Before that, I was up in Paradise. I lived in Chico. I lived in Paradise for pretty much all my life, for the most part. And then I spent about 3 or 4 years in my high school years over in Placerville. And so now, fast forward to now, I just moved out back to the Sacramento area, and now I'm in Diamond Springs. So kind of back to where I was. But I was in Chico for about a year right after the campfire. I was up there in Paradise, and I went through the campfire. I actually fought the campfire. And then they ended up my house actually made it in the fire. This is the weirdest thing. So my whole neighborhood burnt down. My house made it in the fire. Like some of my cars burnt up. Half my stuff outside burnt. Like, was just toasted, gone. But my house made it. So I ended up with a bunch of smoke damage because all my windows are open. Like a dumbass in the fire. I wasn't thinking about my stuff. I'm like, oh, this stuff's toast. So I just literally left all my windows open. I grabbed my Alexa. I grabbed some peanut butter. I grabbed a trail book that literally does not exist anymore. Like all those trails burnt the hell up. So I didn't know what the hell I was thinking. Like I'm grabbing all this non-essential shit.
Hold on. You just said you grabbed Alexa.
I grabbed Alexa, peanut butter. I think I grabbed an extra shirt. And then I grabbed a book that has nothing to do with like anything. So I'm like, okay, I got these 4 things. I'm good. I grabbed my dog, my animals. I threw their food there. I had everything but my actual shit. So like my birth certificate, my social security, everything was in the house still.
Oh, wow.
And like a dummy, I was like, I just grabbed my crap and left. And it was like pitch. It actually was weird because it's like 7 a.m. All of a sudden it turns orange skies. And so I'm like, this seems a little different, right? Because yesterday it was muggy, but it was sunny. So I'm sitting there wondering what's going on. I end up going out, outside. My neighbor says there's a fire because my neighbor actually worked for PG&E. So he told me there was a fire exactly where it was at. I texted my ex-girlfriend at the time. She said to get the heck out of there. So I ended up leaving my house. And immediately after I left my house, it turned pitch black. And this is like, mind you, 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:30. It's pitch black outside. So I'm running over bumpers and shit. I passed by the donut shop. And I literally, this is how crazy it was. At that moment, I saw the donut shop open. I'm like, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet. I had 1 cup of coffee. I literally had this split second where I'm like, I kind of want to get a donut. So in the middle of a fire, everyone's jam-packed traffic. The donut place is like closing out. You can tell. And I'm like, I kind of want a donut. So I just pulled in there real quick because I was kind of in the middle of these lanes. And then I heard just like not even 2 blocks up from me was a store on fire. So I'm like, oh, fuck, I can't get this donut. I got to go. And I love maple bars, man. And it's messed up. This place like, don't exist no more. So I sit here. I think, man, Paradise
got a donut.
Like I should have. Like Paradise is not the same without Dalio Donuts. So until they make Dalio Donuts, to me in my mind, Paradise is dead. It's gone.
So is Paradise even a town anymore?
It's being rebuilt. It's being rebuilt.
It's like from what it was 27,000 people, you might have like 2,500.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's very minuscule compared to what it was. And so like so I'm sitting here going like, oh, I should get a donut. And I ended up saying, all right, I gotta get out of here. I left, went down to my ex-girlfriend's ranch, and then we fought the fire down there. Like I got burned up on my back a little bit. I was actually, for a minute there, I thought I was never going to make it out of the fire because I was stuck in like a inferno, like a big old circle of fire, just down in this like canyon. And I'm thinking, like, what the hell am I going to die? And what's going on? And like my first instinct was I'm going to immediately get in my car and I'm just going to drive the heck out of here and leave. And then her parents showed up. So then we just stayed back and fought the fire for about like 8 or 9 days. It was an event, but like that, I feel like that kind of set me off onto a direction where I kind of want to live my life the way I want to live it. If I have some dreams of mine, I'm going to go out and try to do them. So that kind of pushed me into living the way I want to live. Cause like right after that, me and my ex-girlfriend, the fire took its toll on us. Plus we really weren't mixing well. Like we were arguing, all kinds of bullshit. So I left that place. And then, I went to Chico. I grew a mullet in Chico. Like that was my breakup thing. I was like, I'm just going to grow a mullet. Right. And I grew a mullet and I already had the Camaro. So I'm like, my friends were already messing with me about having a mullet mobile. So I'm like, well, I might as well just go full bore with this thing. And I went full bore with it. And then I started gaining an internet following because I was just making dumb videos. Like maybe I went into a porta potty at one time and I said, you guys ever been on the road and then just wonder what the hell this thing is? And it's the toilet seat cover. I'm like, first off, why the hell do they make these toilet seat covers to where they open up all funky? Like, why don't we just have like you see how they have toilet seats in the public? They have that weird little spot. Like, why do we have it so funky? And which way am I supposed to put it? I didn't know anything about this toilet seat cover. And I actually got people to message me saying, this is how you actually use a toilet seat cover. I just thought, okay, this is just some random like fucking thing that we just put down because we're afraid of germs. And half the time, like as a janitor, I wouldn't even restock that shit when I used to be a janitor. So I used to be, to me, it wasn't a big thing. So I was just like, all right. And then people said, you're funny, and I got reached out to by a gentleman out in Georgia who has a mullet. And he
no way.
National tour as well. Just like old Danny D over there. And he told me, you're funny. And if you want to be a comedian, you could be a comedian. Just go up and do your thing. And so, based off of from the fire to me just kind of saying, fuck it, let's just try something new. I said, this has been my lifelong dream to do. My lifelong dreams, my goals is I want to be a professional wrestler / comedian. And I'm already working on half that. The other half, I've met professional wrestlers just being a comedian. So it's a kind of a cool thing how it kind of tiptoes and tumbles into each other. But I mean, that's pretty much been my past 2 years. I went through fire, went through a huge depression, and now I'm fucking just out here on my redemption tour.
All right, now are we talking professional wrestlers, or are we talking like superhuman kind of professional wrestlers?
I'm talking like I know a few guys. Actually, it's kind of funny. Me and Danny D know some mutual wrestlers there. It's crazy too how our cliques kind of run in circles. But like one of the first wrestlers that ever reached out and started following me was this guy that Danny knows, Stephen Bonner, right, former UFC fighter. And so that was kind of weird. It's like, oh, hey, like we know this guy mutually. So it was kind of funny how you kind of started to see how small your circles were. And then I have people back in Indiana that I'm becoming friends with that they know some of these other guys like from Kentucky that I know. And so it's just kind of like it just kind of spit, it just keeps going.
Well, and you're about to beat a whole bunch more on the 24th when you come out there with me. So
yeah. So, and then I actually have there's a gentleman out in Yuba City right now who we've been talking to. I've been talking to him about he wants to get me out for a tryout. So, I mean, there's lots of stuff out there on the horizon. It's just a matter of putting the gas down,
Yeah, but your wrestling name can't be Cheez.
Why not? Wait, why couldn't it be? First off, I could have like a really cool DDT, and I could have it be like the Cheez Whiz or like the cheese drop or something has to do with like the mozzarella, the cheese grater, right?
He could be like
grater. I like that. I get the cheese grater.
You could do a cheese. Right? You could do a heel move and hit him in the nuts from behind. That would be the Fromunda cheese.
Yeah,
he hit him with the Fromunda.
He got the Fromunda.
There's lots of things you can mess with the cheese thing on. So that's like I'm like, oh, I could do this, man. Like that could be something down the road in the folds. But I mean, that's something that that's more of like it's a passion. So if I can get to that passion, like I already do stand-up comedy now. So if I can get to that passion too, I mean, then I'm living my wildest dreams out.
I heard some rumors about you today.
What was that?
You want to hear them? You want to hear the rumors I heard about you today?
Yeah.
I hear you're highly educated.
I'm not highly educated. I went to college and dropped out.
Oh, okay. All right. Because someone was like, no, he has his like bachelor's. And I was like, there's no fucking way Cheez has his bachelor's. Like, there's just, in what? And they were like, I don't know. And then I also heard that in Florida or wherever there's life-size cutouts of you. How do I get one of those, Cheez?
Actually, in Arkansas, there is a life-size cutout of me. From my friend Capo Mule, which his actual name is Lance, but he goes by Captain Mule because he's just the king jackass. So he has a big old cutout that I think he went online and spent the money, like $70, $80.
Oh, okay.
He actually had one made. So there is a template out there somewhere of my cutout that you could buy for like $60 or something like that.
Perfect.
And then the whole the Bachelor, someone said something about me being like, they said something, it was something stupid, and so I just said, you realize I'm not dumb, right? Like I'm educated, and actually, it's not far off. It's not far off from the truth, because like I was literally in a lot of educational programs growing up. Like I was in this few different.
I just thought I would ask.
Academic classes, right? Those AP classes. So I had a decent run in education, but I just knew that sitting down and learning wasn't my cup of tea. It just, I don't know if I have the ADHD. I don't know if I'm just wild, but I just don't want to sit down and I want to talk. I want to talk. So when someone tells me not to talk, when someone tells me like, oh, be quiet, it's like, it's hard for me to do. So.
This is when Cheez comes out and he's like, well, I dropped out of medical school. I mean, I have a master's.
I'm Doogie Howser.
Yeah. And Sharon, yes, we had Mitch Valentine on.
Right. No, but I was going to say, I mean, there's a lot of other people who've also been Paradise Survivors that we've had, and Jennifer Roberts, Jessica Roberts and stuff that have gone into comedy or something else beyond that. So, I mean, I give you a props on that. Keep going.
Yeah, I mean, and it's funny because like you start to meet some of these people locally that like, hey, I run the same circle as this person. Like for instance, Jessica Roberts. I didn't even know she was from Paradise. So it gives me it's just some of these extra things that gives me an extra conversational point with some of these people that you can relate to a little bit easier. Hey, we come from this, for the fact that some of these people and me, we come from either the same background, the same spots, or maybe we didn't have the best childhood. Like I come from divorced parents, so I mean that was tough on me growing up, like I think they divorced when I was like 10, but like who doesn't come from divorced parents nowadays, right?
Right.
So
I mean I had both parents and I still ended up fucked up, so
well, I think that's very logical too. I mean, look at people like I mean, even if you did have both your parents, you could still definitely end up fucked up. Like, look at what's that girl's name? JC Dugard. You remember? No, you remember that freaking?
She got kidnapped. She didn't.
Yeah, she didn't have both.
She got kidnapped by her parents. She got kidnapped by her parents.
No, she wasn't kidnapped by her fucking parents.
Oh no, you should look into that one. That is a conspiracy theory for sure. JC Dugard.
JonBenet Ramsey had two parents.
JonBenet Ramsey. That's who it was. JonBenet Ramsey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My bad.
That I believe.
Yeah, it was like JC Dugard got kidnapped and then was forced to have like
was
two
that
kids.
one that was like she was like a younger girl kidnapped and then had a baby with that weird old guy, right?
That was just Elizabeth Smart,
from
wasn't
where
it?
she was kidnapped, like not even that far. Yeah, it was in Tahoe.
Yeah, it wasn't far from here.
It wasn't far from here. I know someone who went to like elementary school with her, and they were in that area when it happened, and I was like, oh, that's fucking crazy. But like they were in the same city the whole time.
Yeah, but back on point though, JonBenet Ramsey. All right, you could have two parents and still end up fucking
dead.
Were you even born when she went missing?
I don't know. I mean, I've seen some. Was I born during DB Cooper? I don't know, dude. I've seen a lot of DB Cooper documentaries. Was I born yet during OJ Simpson? Yes, I was actually born.
Okay,
I was about to lose my shit if you said you weren't. I was going to be like, Jesus Christ.
And I'll tell you what. I'm kind of. I don't know where I'm sit at this OJ thing. All right, I don't know. I can't tell you if he did it. All right, I can't. He definitely did it. It was 100% he did it. But see, this is where I get a little wondering about this, right? So you take Nicole Simpson, all right, okay. Bleached blonde, had a lot of money, and murdered by the Jews, right?
What?
She's murdered by what?
What the?
She's dead because of
murdered by the
right?
juice.
The juice.
Yeah.
I thought you said the Jews.
Yeah.
I'm picturing a bunch of guys in yarmulkes.
Yeah, I thought he said the Jews too because Ron Goldman was Jewish.
Juice, orange juice. OJ.
Oh my God. I was about to be like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on?
No. And then you have the Ultimate Warrior, all right? Another bleached blonde who had a lot of money and was also dead because of the juice. I'm just saying, guys. There's probably a conspiracy theory.
Oh, he was juicing. Oh, okay.
Womp womp. Steroids, Danny.
Yeah, there was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Missed it. I missed it, bro. I missed it. Sorry.
That was a long way to go for that one.
Did it go around your head? I mean, I know I got a receding hairline, but goddamn.
Right.
Bill Cosby, also known to give people juice.
Yes, he did some juicing. Roofie up.
Hey. We all have our whatevers.
I don't think that's a whatever. I think that's an assault. There's whatever, like I like a finger in my ass, and then there's I want to drug some bitches.
Okay, look. I don't want to get too deep into anything. I just kind of thought there was a statute of limitations on accusing guys of doing
does that
things
make it okay for him to do that?
No, it does not make it okay. No, absolutely not. It does not make it okay. But I just wonder why after 25 years, and it's not just with Bill Cosby, but after all these years, now I'm going to talk about it. It's like, why didn't you just say it when it happened, when we can prove it?
Well, there's a lot of time. There's a lot of hush money going out too.
But again, I've never been sexually molested that I know of. I've never been taken advantage of. I've taken advantage of a few guys here and there, whatever. But, you know, drugs aren't the way to do it. You got to just do it with your charm and your look.
I mean, hell, look at the parish. The Catholics, they went through. It's like, I believe, but he did this to me.
Well, see, the crazy part about Bill Cosby too, right, is he's still claiming his innocence to this day, even though there's like 60 women that have said this guy has done some weird or questionable stuff, or they even have the evidence to back it up. And then the fact that they just because it was a loophole in the system that got Bill Cosby out, they said that they already brought these accusations against him to testify, or they use his public testaments against him. And so I guess the people that are pissed, I can see why everyone's pissed off on both sides. I can see why people are pissed off at the fact that men are mad at the fact that women are out there just accusing people of rape. But at the same time, if you have 60 women accusing you of rape, you probably were a rapist.
I'm not saying you didn't do it. I'm just saying, like, people that are getting so heated about something that they have no, like, Bill Cosby, we don't know Bill Cosby. Why are you going to get so mad about a fucking topic that's, like, not even, like, you know, like, Bill Cosby doesn't affect, like, I don't personally know Bill Cosby. I don't have his phone number on my phone. He's never taken advantage of me or any of my friends or anyone I know. So, like, I'm not going to worry myself about this fucking issue. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't.
I think
see wasting your time for that.
The real question is, do you think he's slanging? Like, do you think he's got a hog on him? Because I lean towards no.
Not now.
No. I think that guy.
Not all black guys have big dicks.
No, I know. I was recently watching. Have you guys heard of Sex Life?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's a hot show.
Did you see the dick on that guy?
You might be ahead of me.
Oh my God! It made the news on the side piece guy, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw his cock.
That is, I told Rob, I was like, I'm not gay, but that was magnificent. This thing is huge.
It's a beautiful cock.
And you know what's crazy? All right, so for those of you that haven't seen, basically his cock literally goes to his knee. Literally. All right, maybe an inch above his knee. It's fucking there. He can't wear shorts. Like those shorts you were wearing, he can't wear those because his dick will be falling out. But supposedly that's his real dick. And I was like,
it's not his real dick.
Like you spend all this time thinking that, you know, convincing women that personality is something to cherish. And then you see that and you're like, what's the fucking point?
Not all women like big dicks, Nick. And you're married. What do you care? You found someone that likes your dick?
I'm just saying. I mean, it's sort of futile when you see something that big. You're just like, what am I?
Well, you shouldn't be intimidated by that because sometimes guys have huge cocks and women can't have sex with them because they're so big, and then they have the same problem. Like if I see a giant, like if there's a 13-inch cock, I'd be like, see you later. Have a good time. It's too big.
You wouldn't at least try it? You wouldn't at least be like, let's see if I can make it work.
Not again.
No, absolutely not. I know my limits. I've tested them. I know my size, minimum and maximum.
Oh, now you got to say what's your minimum and your maximum.
Oh, you said it was a black guy?
No, white guy.
No, he's a white guy.
No, so I got this. I looked it up and I saw this Mexican guy at 54. He has a 19-inch penis.
Jesus.
Is it Ramon?
His name is Roberto. Roberto Quavil.
Jesus.
So is the show all about people with big dicks?
No.
No, from what I hear, my wife watched it. It's apparently like 50 Shades of Grey, but so much more intense.
Hey, yeah, it's pretty hot. I've masturbated to it. I'm not going to lie.
All right.
There you go.
Watch it. You guys should too.
Yeah, watch it for that magnificent piece. Good God almighty.
It's for the ladies, though. It's a show for the ladies. Or
I will never watch it.
So, Cheez, you are just so adorable. Would you say that, like, you get a lot of your inspiration from Riff Raff, or where does this come from? Do your parents really like the 80s? Like, why have you chosen to live with a mullet on your head and like this like extravagant, like everyone's gonna, I mean, I do it, but like what has driven you to be like this? Because an 85 fucking Camaro, a mullet, like going out with you is insane. The amount of people that are like, oh my God, this guy's so fucking cool. Blah. It's like, how did you know that was going to work?
I did. I fell in love with the lifestyle, honestly. Having a mullet is just, people come up to me all the time. They're like, man, you look cool as shit. I've always had my ears pierced, so I was like, okay, well, if I start wearing a dangly earring, like how people used to wear back in the day, I guess I honestly was like, I just think it's cool to see, like, you see those old pictures of like maybe your pops was out there back in the day in those fucking Zubas pants, you know, those old zebra fucking cool pants, and maybe he had a cool pair of kicks on, and he's out there with a perm, and he's got a cool mullet, and he's just sitting there like, yeah, what's up? This is what life was back in the day.
My dad totally wasn't cool like that, so I would never have a picture like that.
Well, I see there's a coolness factor, and then it's just I can kind of see that the retro vintage is always in, but I see that this retro kind of style is coming back. Like you start to see one of the companies I really like is Gecko Hawaii. I've got a few Gecko Hawaii clothes. You start to see Gecko Hawaii now. You know, you start to see some of these old places that maybe like existed back in the day, and now they're trying to bring them back, right? Like nowadays you start to see. I see Dare fanny packs everywhere, and you know what people fill them with? They fill them with drugs. Yeah, like well, it's the same thing that they were doing back in the 80s, just now. So I'm like, okay, well, if we're still doing the same thing, why can't you look just as cool as you did back then? So that was my, like, I wear a lot of, like, I try to wear a lot of colors that pop, that kind of stuff, you know. That's just my attitude. Yeah.
Rob, did you ever used to dress like Cheez back in the 80s?
No.
How about Sharon?
No.
Did you guys ever have mullet?
I want to see pictures from you guys, like from the 80s.
I did. I'm not fucking ashamed to say it. I did. Where you rocked.
Nick was a really ugly kid, though. Nick was a really ugly kid.
Actually, I was considered cute.
That's
okay. That one picture you posted of you in middle school was the worst picture I've ever. Like, your parents should have never bought that picture. Like, someone had to buy that picture.
Yeah, my parents did. You know why? Because they love me. I'm special.
Oh,
Little bus special.
Right?
Mark Maple driving the bus special.
I was gonna say that, but they don't know who that is.
It's just this comic that Danny D hung out with all night.
Oh, hung out?
And another one.
Hung out.
3
Oh, you hung out with two of them?
Yeah, they got too drunk and couldn't drive home, so I thought I'd be nice and polite and let them spend the night.
That was the guys that came over.
Yeah. Yeah, did you ever make it to the other bar last night? I'm so sorry we left you. There was no one there.
You left them?
No, I didn't make it to the other bar. I literally just drove home. Yeah, we went out and did comedy last night, and the Danny D's like, let's go to the bar and sing karaoke. So everyone else is going over. So I'm like, oh, I might as well go stop by and sing a song. I wanted to sing All Star by Smash Mouth. And literally, freaking Danny D pulls these guys, and she's like, let's go to the Players Club. So we go over to the Players Club. I'm like, sweet. I was literally just listening to the song Players Club, and I know they have one in Sacramento. So I'm like, cool. I've never been to it. And then to find out that it was like the Players Pub and Grill, wasn't even a Players Pub. We show up over there, dude. Smoke some weed in the parking lot. And Daddy's like, oh, it's crappy here. Let's dip to my bar. And then so we dip over there. I didn't even get to see my song. So
they weren't allowing anyone to sing karaoke. It's past 1 a.m. They weren't allowing anyone.
God, I do not miss bar hopping, man. Jesus, that sounds like a fucking nightmare.
It was the worst.
Bars yesterday.
No, thank you.
So I drove up 30 minutes up to Diamond Springs and just listened to All Star the whole way up singing it. So I was like, at least I'm getting my fucking reps in, Danny D.
There you go.
Okay.
You got your reps in. It was just with, Stockton.
Padrino is a much better road song by them.
Adreno?
Padrino, the Godfather one.
That's
I
a
don't
good
know
one.
that song.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not a Smash Mouth connoisseur. I'm sorry.
You look like you are.
It doesn't matter if you like him or not. Everybody knows All Star, so it's like you can't not like. It's not like it's Nickelback. You're like, oh god, I'm listening to a Photograph. Like you turn that song off immediately.
No, you don't. You cherish that song with all of your heart.
Nickelback is like independent league. Smash Mouth is like A-ball, so it's not much higher, but.
It's definitely a little higher though.
A little.
You're like I can tolerate this on the radio and listen to it. If it comes on in a Shrek movie, I will probably sing along with my kids.
When you're doing karaoke, you want people to sing along with you for the most part if you suck at singing.
True.
You know? So you pick
Like my
songs that
go-to
everyone
song
knows.
is TNT. So I was like, what can I sing that's not TNT? And I'm like, because everyone sings that half the night too. So it's like, you got to start thinking of a song. It's like, should I sing Fuck You by CeeLo Green or should I sing All Star with Smash Mouth? It's
My
like,
go-to is Date Rape.
yeah, see, you just sing songs that people know.
Back to Cosby.
And it comes full circle.
No,
All right.
because I can throw some of my comedy shit in there because I'm like, oh yeah, in downtown, like wherever the fuck we are, and then I'm just like, yeah, you guys, it's for, like this for the guys in the audience, blah, blah, blah. You know, whatever. Whenever you give me a microphone, I'm just gonna slang some jokes in my song.
I'm an entertainer. If someone gives me a microphone, they say sing karaoke, I'm gonna sing it either terribly or so good that people are like, wow, why isn't this guy on American Idol? And I've never sung it so good that people say, why is this guy on American Idol? But it could happen.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah, I mean, you see the hair, and you're like, wow, is that Billy Idol coming into my establishment? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
My karaoke song is Unbelievable by EMF.
Yeah,
I don't know
see?
the song.
It's unbelievable.
Oh, that's a good song. Oh, yeah.
It's also like 30 years old.
Yeah, it is.
I want to sing now that we have love, what are we gonna do? I want to sing that song, but I gotta find it. Ozzy said we could do it like a duet on it because we do duet. We did a Grease duet. It was pretty fun.
You gonna do a duet with Ozzy?
Yeah, I was John Travolta. He was the chick, and it was
Never mind.
Ozzy McNaz. Yeah, no, not Ozzy Osbourne.
That'd be fucking cool.
All right.
I don't like Ozzy Osbourne.
Blasphemer. All right. On that note, we need to get to our ultra popular thing called Inside the Comic Studio. Yes.
Had the fingers feel like this.
She did. She's getting into it, you know? A lot more than Jerron. Jerron's just like, brilliant.
Really?
Meh. I'm going to storm the Capitol. Meh. He didn't do that.
Joron, not Sharon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe you guys' names are so fucking similar.
No, it isn't.
I mean, if you say it quickly,
Yeah,
Jerron. Like Jerron.
it is.
You had to get the sure part.
All right.
mean,
It ends in Ron. Sometimes we
Cheez.
just aren't listening until the end.
Cheez.
So what? Nick to be Mick?
I could be. I mean,
Sometimes.
But there's no one else here that ends with an ick, so there's no confusion.
all right, Cheez. How close is Jerron and Sharon?
Oh, really?
I mean, it's got an air on at the end. I mean,
See?
it's got that going for it. But other than that, I mean, J and Ch.
See?
It's
And,
shell like
and neither
chandelier.
of you can find a keychain
Sure.
with your fucking names
Like
on it.
chandelier.
So
That's true.
That is true. That is true. All right.
I can never get to with my name on it either. So I feel
yeah, not a fake name.
Oh well, everyone loves cheese. I can go out and get a freaking box of
Everyone loves
Cheez-Its right now.
cheese. There you go.
Even if you're lactose intolerant, you still probably eat cheese a few times in your life. You're just like, I can't eat it. It's just
Is there
fucking
really
up.
cheese in Cheez-Its?
Yeah, there's like less than 2%
I
actually.
was gonna say.
I was going to say
I
it's
hate
on the
Cheez-Its.
box, so it has
So?
to be true.
Made with
Is
real
there
cheese
Apple
on
and
the
Apple
box.
Jacks?
Yep.
Oof.
Yeah, totally.
It's like 2%.
Doesn't taste like apple.
Fruit juice or something.
All right. Let's go. Let's fucking do
Yeah,
this.
we're just going on this fucking. Oh, look, he's got it. 100% real cheese. 100%.
Made
You go to the
with.
side and it says like less than 2% of actual cheddar cheese.
See?
That's what I'm saying.
So, of that 2%, though, that's 100% real cheese.
That's like looking at Arizona and seeing that's actual natural real fruit juice, and you're looking back, it's like 10%. Like, motherfuckers.
All right, come on, boys. We got a mic to get to.
Do we?
Yeah.
Chop, chop.
Jesus Christ. So, well, this is our podcast, so I should help you out and get you to the mic, right, Danny D? Because you're part of this podcast.
Yes, I am.
See? There we go. You missed it. You missed it, Cheez. I said this is our podcast, and she scoffed like she's not part of it. Yeah, bitch. Before we get into our ultra popular thing, Cheez, plug your social media, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, whatever the hell you got. Plug your shows. Plug whatever.
Yeah. I got you. So you can find me on, you go over to Facebook. I got a comedy page called just Cheez, CHEEZ. You could, if you want to add me as a friend on Facebook, it's Colby Lawson. Go over to Instagram, it's Cheez Comedy, TikTok, Cheez Comedy, YouTube, Cheez Comedy, it's Cheez Comedy, CHEEZ Comedy. And then my plugs, I mean, I'm going to be tomorrow, you'll see me at the Punchline in Sacramento. And you killed. I got a roast battle.
You killed it. Because this comes out Saturday, so.
Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah. So I just murdered on Wednesday over there at the Punchline, and then on Friday, which yesterday I'll be at over there on the down in Chico. I got my own room called the Tackle Box. So nice big room.
Your birthday, right?
It's my birthday show. We're kicking it off. We're gonna have live music. We're gonna have comedy. We're gonna have a prize giveaway. You could win, or you would have already won. Some Cheez shotgun necklaces. We got 50 shades we're giving away. We're giving away some fanny packs by Be Fresh Gear. You could win a crossbow. You could win 2 crossbows, actually.
Wait, hold on. Are they still the broken crossbows?
No, we got a little small crossbow and we got a big crossbow.
All right.
And
that is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, we're really trying to go all out on this stuff. I got a tackle box that you could win. I mean, we're really trying, like I said, we're really trying to go out on this. So,
all right. Danny.
And then on Tuesday, on my actual birthday, I'll be at on the 20th. You can catch me over there at Laughs Unlimited. I'll be at the Professional Amateur Showcase.
Nice. All right, Danny.
I am in Santa Rosa most of the rest of this month on Wednesdays and Fridays. I'm doing the 3 Disciples show. And what else am I doing? A lot of shit. I'm doing a lot of shows, but I'm also going out of town. So fuck Sacramento. It's too hot. I'm leaving. So yeah, you can find it on my Instagram or my Facebook, and someone's making me a website so I can put all this shit on the website. So I'll do that. Cool. And then he'll share the link.
Yes, I will. I'll do my job. Sure, Ron.
You can catch me on I Am a Poetry Podcast, and then also catch me. We're coming back to y'all. Off the Change is coming back, so check us out.
All right. That was short and sweet. I like that, sir.
Me too.
Nice. Robert.
Get my side project, Stand Up Dads Podcast. I do that with my buddy Mike. We talk about parenting and throwing some dick jokes. This week, we're talking about what to do when you don't like your kid. So new episodes come out on Sundays.
Hopefully not drown.
You murder it.
No, you can still love your kid and not like them.
I don't know what that's like.
Oh, whatever.
I love my babies.
Yeah. Do you like them around all the time?
No.
See? Exactly.
You said baby.
Do I like them around all the time? Fuck no. I got a kid here right now, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to leave you.
See?
So.
All right. Follow me on Twitter at the Big Nick J. It is popping. Okay. Cheez. Mayor McCheese, the Cheezer. Have you listened to the podcast before?
I've I haven't sat down and listened to the full episode before, but I've tried to catch it.
Just say no.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to a full episode.
We're not hurt.
Yeah, no, the average person has not even.
I could not put up with a full episode. That's what you were trying to say.
Well, it's a time thing too, you know. Like you get so much time. Like I try to put some time into like my other podcasts I listen to. I got my boy, you know, like the guys like David Thorne, who I love and respect, and so like you try to listen to his. I can only get to like 10 minutes of his. I at least try to. I can at least tell you guys I have listened to a few podcasts before.
You at least gave us 15 minutes, right?
Altogether, yeah, at least 15 minutes.
You hear that, David? We got more time than you. Fuck you, David.
Wow.
All right. So we ask, so obviously you made it 15 minutes, so you don't know that we do the Inside the Comic Studio because we always do it close to the end. We ask all comedians the same 5 questions. So the first question is first joke that landed well.
First joke that landed, like, I guess I would have to refer to, I mean, my first time I ever went on stage, I was out there in Chico. I went up at the lab, and I honestly, I wouldn't say I had a good set, but I had a decent amount of laughs that got me out the next week. So I'd say I could tell you, I could lean towards my first one. I had this one joke that I came up with about having a mullet. And I got a standing ovation at Laughs. I mean, that was one of my favorite ones. So I would probably pick that one. I mean, yeah, I guess I'd probably pick that one, but there's been a few times that I could point to and say, these are some good times. There's been some very bad times, but trying to look at those too.
All right. Next question. Favorite local comedian?
My favorite local comedian? It's going to have to be, you got to put me on the spot here. I feel like I'm going to have to go with my good pal, Andre Dawson.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Next question is favorite thing about the local comedy scene.
You know, I guess here's the thing. You know, I talked to a lot of people about gatekeepers. I talked to a lot of people about like there's a lot of people that only give a shit about themselves and not others. Yet they're in the local comedy scene. Most of my close friends and I feel like you know who you are. We're positive blocks within each other, right? I feel like if you go up on stage, you kind of already know that you're an artist. All right, you're an artist, and what you bring is different than someone else bringing to the table, right? And not everyone's like that. Some people are like impressionists. So you have all this kind of other stuff, but in a way, you're up there. You're bringing your own twist, your own unique perspective on your stuff. I love how there is so much uniqueness around us. I feel like I could always build out a card, make it produce in a show, and know that I can have unique talent around me. My friends are all like between Danny D all the way down to like the Mark Maples or the Gabriel Alexanders. I know that those guys all bring different aspects to the table. So, you know, like David Thorns, you know, all these guys, they're someone that can bring a unique perspective. So I like how I like how different everyone is, but we come together for common bonds.
All right. Nice. Yeah. Now the exact opposite. One thing you dislike would like to see changed in the local scene.
You know, there's a few negative Nancys out there. I guess you can't change someone's perspective, but you could just hope that maybe they see it and want to change eventually. And I guess I would say that there's a few people out there that they see others' progress as a hindrance on their own. And I feel like if you can get out of that perspective, that you could really understand that there's so much different things going on that everyone kind of turns a different cog, you know? We're not all the same. So I would say maybe something like that, just changing your perspective, because it's something that I keep doing. I will try to keep doing. And whether it be from the fire, I know that I'm not the same I was a year ago, you know, and it tumbles like that. So just keep wanting to evolve is what I would say. Cause there's people out there that don't want to do that, and it hinders them. So, I mean, I can't tell you that it's like some bullshit person that's out there holding people back. I I don't necessarily see that, but I do see people getting jealous of one another over some petty stuff. And it's like, you guys should want to see others grow. If we have somebody here that's really good in the scene, then it puts more exposure on the other people that might not be good or there, you know, or getting there. It just puts, it's a bigger umbrella under us. So that's the way I look at it.
All right. And you kind of answered this already, but in case you want to add some more to it, advice to new comedians.
Okay. Yeah, actually I do. So between all that shit, that I would plug onto that, I would say, you know what, first off, don't be afraid to say something that, you know, if you are afraid to say it, then don't say it, first off. But if you're not it comes down to someone believing what you're saying and having a good time with that. If you think they're having a good time with what you're saying and they're believing it, then keep pushing for that. If you think that, I also think that don't do comedy for other people. I think that you should be definitely doing comedy for what drives you to want to do comedy. And I guess the last thing I would have to say is market yourself. Like I started comedy. Before I started comedy, I already had a sunglass sponsorship. I was working on my shotgun necklace sponsorship, and I was already making my own T-shirts because I have my own thing, mullet mentality. So because it's not just about having a mullet, it's a mentality that comes with a mullet, right? So that was my whole thing. And it's putting yourself out there. I mean, it's really what it is, putting yourself out there the way you want to be put out there.
Nice. All right. So Danny, if you want to head out, you can. I mean, we do have a random topic, unless everyone just wants to end it and sort of.
No, what's the random topic?
But don't you have to go?
I mean, yeah, I do. I don't know what time the mic starts. I haven't done any research yet. Hold on. Just fucking bring it up and I'll see if I want to stick around. Bring up the random topic and I'll see if I want to stick around.
All right.
Is it Josh's? Josh's starts at 7.
Shit. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go.
All right. Later.
All right.
Bye, Danny.
Are you going, Cheez, or no?
I don't know. I haven't even made dinner yet. I got off work and I got like a big old bowl of shrimp gumbo and the freaking
shrimp gumbo. All right, take it easy, Danny.
Good luck.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow, Danny.
Oh, she already left. She does that real fucking quick.
Mm-hmm.
When you say, all right, we're done, she's already gone. Like 3 fucking seconds later. Okay. So we need to discuss ethically sourced cocaine.
Woke Coke.
Yeah. Which I told Rob, isn't all Coke woke? Like it is a stimulant. So, I mean.
Danny really should be here for this one.
I don't think she does Coke though, does she?
Yeah.
No, she's a mushroom type of girl.
Yeah. So basically.
If she doesn't, she probably at least has.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, I mean, who hasn't? Come on, guys. Who hasn't done blow off a stripper's ass here, huh?
You've never been into a strip club. Shut up.
I wasn't awake for the strippers the last time I went to a strip club.
Yeah, no, I haven't done it off a stripper's ass, but I've done it off of the back of a public toilet. I have done that.
I can't say that I wasn't guilty as charged there.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, woke Coke is first of all, it's going for approximately $435 a gram.
Really?
That is insane.
What's it usually go for, Nick?
Depends. I mean, you could probably get a gram for 30.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, but
passable.
So more than 10 times.
Yeah, but if you're going to go 30, you might as well just get some meth that lasts longer. I mean, come on, guys. Let's be thrifty here.
$3 a gram for some woke Coke.
No, $435 for woke Coke.
Oh, $435. Yeah. So what is it? What's this thing going for 30? I was smoking
regular.
We were just talking about like regular, run of the mill, good old, cocaine, not this woke Coke shit.
All right. Well,
so they're rebranding.
Well, all right. So let's discuss this, guys.
Okay.
So
Let's
Brits,
discuss where you guys are getting $30 a gram. Because I'll be honest, guys. I'm not saying that I'm an expert, but I've been around the business being a comic, and I hear that's about 80.
a gram?
Yeah, if you want good stuff.
Oh yeah, no, I just want to feel something. But I also
then you're definitely getting some meth for $30.
I was gonna say for $80, I'll get an 8 ball of meth and just fucking be up for 5 days. I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah, well, yeah, for $30, you're getting whatever they tell you is coke. You're getting meth.
All right, so Brits looking to ease their conscience over their involvement in bloody drug wars overseas are now being targeted by cynical dealers selling what they claim is ethically sourced cocaine. So it's sort of like a blood diamond, but not a blood diamond kind of thing. Like you have to make sure you're not getting it from a war. But yeah, they're peddling it to socially conscious clientele. I think that's
So it's like organic Coke.
Yeah, it's literally that's what it sounds like to me. It's like the people that
If Whole
say,
Foods sold it would
I
be
need
this.
gluten-free cocaine. That's like, oh, we got those woke coke here for you.
Well, I like how this a Colombian aid worker, Bibiana Viota, said, "What you call fair trade cocaine is only going to bring more greed and bloodshed." Yep.
So it's calling bullshit on the whole ethically sourced Coke.
Well, all right. No offense. If you honestly buy woke Coke,
But
you deserve to get ripped the fuck off.
but you, as you read in the first paragraph, it's mostly out of racial colonialism. That's what it says. It says from generations of racist colonialists, generations worth of racist colonialists.
Yeah, but how are they going to change that?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
They can't.
they can't. So they're basically doing it out of a guilt trip. They're selling coke out of a guilt trip.
Pretty much.
It's marketing. They're not.
Wow, that is.
It's the same old fucking Coke that they will kill you for. It's just called woke Coke. So it's bullshit. So if you're out there, a little tip from Gag on This podcast: if you're gonna get Coke, just get Coke.
Yeah, forego the wokeness of it all, guys.
Wow.
But like I said,
it's literally someone's way of charging you extra for some shit that's probably literally made. Honestly, if you're testing this woke Coke out, it's probably testing the same as the regular Coke. Maybe shittier. Maybe they're making it shittier and they're just fucking selling it.
They've said there is no such thing. It's the same fucking thing. They're just calling it woke Coke.
Marketing.
So basically, Cheez, let's say you got Coke for $80 a gram. What you could then do is turn around and sell that to socially minded, socially conscious individuals and be like,
Find
dude,
hipsters.
this is woke Coke. Nobody died in the making of this. You are feeding a family back in Colombia. This is the best. And then you could charge somebody $435 for that gram.
God dang.
And it's crazy too. I want to say they said something like it was like 21 million gallons of waste to make the Coke. I recently watched this Coke documentary. Actually, this is actually kind of a fun topic. Actually, I watched this documentary where they said like out there in Colombia, they don't give a crap about like you don't have guys out in hazmat suits properly disposing of these chemicals, right? They're just going out to the Colombian River. And they're just dumping most of the chemicals and whatnot, or it ends up back in the dirt, and then it gets into the soil that way. They literally said like the deforestation down there is happening because of all the substances that end up in the water and whatnot.
Oh, really?
But they were also saying that I think it's like 21 million gallons a year. If I'm not mistaken, it was some crazy number like that where you were like, well, it makes sense because that's where like most of the Coke comes from. But at the same time, you're like, damn, that's a lot of waste that they're just. I mean, think about how big their alligators are down there.
That's why I'm saying, like, if you want to save the environment, if you want to be socially conscious, give up Coke and go to meth. Less water. Less pollutants all around, guys. I mean, let's be honest.
The occasional meth lab fire.
Well, I mean, everybody has accidents.
And it's cheaper too. I mean, in this economy.
Yeah, you got to be saving.
But do you have to shop at all the stores to get the Sudafed?
Yeah.
Like the old saying goes, it's not what you make, it's what you save.
Yeah, because a meth head is really good at conserving.
Well, supposedly.
I think you'd be surprised.
Yeah. They're really good for peeling oranges, but other than that.
And attempting to fix a VCR. I never, honestly, when I did it, I never met anybody that did that. My old tweaker bitch girlfriend, whenever she would smoke, she would always fuck with her eye like so bad. And the next day it would just be so swollen because she'd just be tweaking out on her eye. Oh, what a cunt. All right. Does anybody
Speaking of cunts, don't you have another topic?
Do I? Oh, his kid's in the room. His kid loves our podcast.
It's funny
No, he doesn't. He just loves to interrupt me.
It's funny how Rob's just hanging out in that platform 13 3/4 or whatever, where Harry Potter's hanging out, and you just see his kid just going back in and out to Hogwarts. Right through that toilet, dude, and they're just running right through that wall.
Yep. It's fucking scary.
So what was the other topic?
The Karen thing?
Oh, I mean, I think, all right, I'll show some of the video.
You brought up Karen.
I'm sure Sharon knows what's up. Let's see. Victoria's Secret Karen.
There's a Victoria's Secret Karen?
Oh, this bitch.
Now Rob looks like he's in a cage down at the Mexico border. Man.
I got busted for ethical coke.
Yeah. Well, your kids are going to start popping out cages, dog.
Yeah, because of a woke coke. Damn.
He's putting shit in balloons right now.
You gonna make him a mule?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Take this to the schoolyard.
That's exactly what they do with those kids down in those cages.
Oh, so much evilness.
All right. So I had to find it first. So I got it. Let me share it. So this bitch, what happened was, this is only like a clip of the video because there's multiple videos.
Right.
So what happened is this chick, 19-year-old, I forgot her name, but it's out there because of course Twitter. They know where she works. They shared some random. Yeah, they shared some random person's address that happens to have her last name. And they were like, this is not the person. Like, they don't live here. And then, of course, people are like, oh, they're lying. That's where she lives. But anyways, this chick was yelling at a African-American woman. And when she started getting videotaped, she started freaking out. Now, the first part of this video that you're not going to see, because this takes off pretty much at the best part, is she says she has a panic disorder and she starts freaking out. So...
Why is she upset?
She's upset because apparently she said something rude to this person, supposedly racially charged. Mm-hmm. And then that person started recording and was like, what'd you say to me? And then that's when she started playing the victim.
Understood. Okay, got it.
I felt like her temper tantrum already is starting to be like those kids on the playground, right? Mm-hmm. Like let's say that kid just goes over and gets on a tricycle before you do. And then that kid that doesn't get the tricycle, he's just out there screaming bloody murder. Like, man, that guy just took my tricycle. He stole it from me. He punched me in the face.
I got balloons to deliver.
My mom has cancer and my parents are divorcing. And it's like, oh yeah, we should feel sympathy for you because you didn't get the tricycle first. Like, grow up, kid.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I'm curious if this has it because she ends up chasing her around.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Crazy lady. Okay, she attacked me, and so I say I attacked her. You look at this. Oh, y'all better get this lady.
Get away from me, and she's chasing her.
Look at this. Security. Look at this. Yes, can y'all get her away from me?
I love how she's laughing.
Oh, this part. All right, so it skipped to the beginning all of a sudden.
First off, can we talk about her proper footwear for being a Karen?
Her Jesus joggers
with socks.
She is ready to go as a Karen.
Is that socks or is that white ass feet?
That's white
socks and sandals, man.
No, that's white ass feet.
Jesus, that's scary.
Either way, she is full bore ready to go as Karen. She left the house saying, "I'm gonna go scream at somebody and get into a Karen argument and try to speak to his manager."
So what happened? This is now the beginning of the video. It cut to it. So remember how it started off on her on the floor?
Yeah.
This is how she gets there. Now, what happened was she said she suffers panic attacks and she tends to pass out. So here she is, apparently passing out. By the way, let's just go back a little bit to her falling down and listen to the Victoria's Secret person.
What'd she say? No,
she said, "Hi, I can take you right here." Like she's continuing.
She has to work.
Well, for someone that passes out, it was very convenient that she put her purse down and landed on it as a pillow.
Oh yeah.
It was she's a shit actress.
Yeah. So
this is when my pillow should have got in on that and put down a sponsor.
Got a little looker.
Wow.
Put on a blanket. Put the jacket over you.
Oh God, no! It's you. Now you are.
okay, so
she took a swing.
This is skipping all around. So this is the actual beginning of the video.
So she tried to grab the phone out of her hand. It looked like.
Yeah.
Oh
my God! Oh my God!
And this is how it starts. Yeah.
Did you play that? That was amazing. When she just tosses it, and she just tosses the jacket like,
wow.
I gotta throw this jacket. I'm having a moment. That was great.
I can't get to the. Damn it.
No, hey, you're right. You're right. That was just great. I love that she just tossed the jacket like it was like, oh, it's about to go down. I'm about to pull the moves out. Here you go.
You now you are. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Take this. Ring this up, please.
I mean, she is totally acting like a 3-year-old. I mean, it's really pretty fucking sad.
So then eventually she ends up calling the cops.
For what?
On the chick recording saying that she attacked her and all this shit. And then basically it just ends with, this video just ends with her yelling and calling the cops. And then eventually the cops show up. But yeah.
So the cops do show up.
The cops do show up, and from what I remember, because she shows the police report, that chick lies about everything. They show the cops the video, and the cops are like, yeah, this doesn't make any sense.
Well, I'm assuming Victoria's Secret has surveillance cameras in the store.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what people were saying.
I'm assuming. Yeah.
So, Victoria's Secret Karen. Is that her?
Yeah.
She's a lot cuter there.
Yeah, she has her moments.
Yeah. 24.
I don't want to dox her or anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
24?
Yeah. And
acting like a 3-year-old.
She's a teacher's aide, by the way.
Okay. Not for long.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, that was the Victoria's Secret Karen. She went fucking ape shit.
Wow.
Yeah. And it sucks because whenever so Cheez, you haven't listened to a couple episodes. We brought up a couple stories, and this is one of them where, man, we just are not looking good as white people recently.
No, we're talking about that when I came on, man.
like one of the things we brought up was IKEA wanted to do a special Juneteenth
Oh yeah, I remember
menu, so it was fried chicken and watermelon.
But I mean,
They tried.
first off, it's racist if they were to say fried chicken for KFC. That's
that
fucked
would've
up. Black people do not like KFC.
Or
That's a
Popeyes.
stereotype. Well, I mean, but come on.
You'll find
I mean,
You'll find a black
first
dude at
off-
Popeyes before KFC, I'm assuming.
Oh, 100%, 170%. Look. I have gone in depth from 8-hour rides all the way down to North Hollywood with some of my closest black friends. They tell me they hate KFC. Now, the only thing KFC has ever done right in a long time was they came up with that donut chicken sandwich.
Oh,
God.
Jesus.
That was a game changer. No one else had a donut chicken sandwich.
That's true.
No, mac and cheese.
Right?
They do mac and cheese perfect.
Well, they do well. Yeah, they do well.
Now you go over to Popeyes, and what are they fucking up on? Nothing. I mean,
Not yet. No.
if you were asking some of my, if I asked some of my closest black friends, I bet you the only thing they would say is my only criticism is that they don't serve fucking enough Kool-Aid in their sugar or enough sugar in their Kool-Aid, right? Like it'd be just a little.
You gotta stop talking about your black friend. It's a bad look from a guy with a mullet, dude. I'm sorry.
You think? Dog,
It just
I
doesn't
might
work.
get it.
You ever seen a black guy with a mullet?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Those exist.
Lamar from
they're called
Revenge of the
Frollets.
Nerds.
Yep.
Yeah, they're called Frollets.
Yeah.
They're
do
called
have 'em.
Frollets?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just like Jew froze. Yeah. It's a thing.
Yeah, that's another thing too. There's a Jew mullet too, but I mean,
All right. That's
Oh,
pretty
God.
awesome right there.
Soul
Yeah.
Glow.
it's legit, right?
I wonder
Yeah.
if
Lionel Richie.
No, I had it. Yeah,
he's a
yeah.
mullet? Huh.
Well, more Jerry curl, but yeah, I see.
Yeah, but
You
it's
got
party.
mullet-esque.
Oh, good Lord.
That's pretty scary.
That's
There's
not right.
Rob Lowe with a mullet.
That's not right what that dude has in the back of his head.
Yeah, this is. Oof.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So we're probably done then because we're just looking at fucking mullet.
You saw that Kanye West had a black mullet.
No way. He was on there?
Yeah, they had Kanye West on there with a black mullet.
Where?
Oh,
Yeah, they go down a little there, right there, with the microphone in his hand. Go up. It's in the middle. It's right in the middle.
Oh.
Right there. Yeah.
yeah, it's a tiny one.
It's a tiny one, but still.
I mean, he kind of looks like, is it Tubbs from Miami
Yeah.
Vice? Because he kind of has that hairdo going and shit.
Yeah.
I can see that.
It's so they say that it's not I mean, it's a mullet, but it's not a real mullet until
Right.
it hits the shoulders,
Right.
right? So it took me. I was cutting mine for like a year, and it sucked too because I started cutting mine the same time Joe Exotic got popular. So then I was getting all that the Tiger King, right? So
Oh,
I see it.
there you go. There you go.
And then it veered off. It's becoming more popular. You have the country music artists now having them. You got golfers that have them now.
No. Country music artists always had
Yeah, they
mullets.
always have it.
Yeah, but now they're like the biggest
They'll
country
come
music
back.
artists now have them. You have like rockers have they're. It's becoming more like it's more universal than anything. There's a Facebook group out there on Facebook that I kind of gained some mullet friends from. Was the mullet that changed my life, and it had like at one point it had like almost 100,000 followers. And it was just like half naked babes on Thursdays. And then it was just mullets every other day,
And we haven't even touched on the women with mullets.
Yeah. There's a whole nother side, the she mullets or the fee mullets.
Damn it. It's fucking private. I was
What?
looking up the group.
Oh, the group.
And it's fucking private.
Join.
Son of a
No.
bitch.
Now you go over to my group. I have my own group and it's mullet mentality. And then that one's public.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
Mullet mentality.
And I think we have like 800 members or 700 members. We're like I started off. I grew up. I had a good following. Started boosting up pretty good, and then I got so busy. I haven't been messing with my Facebook group as much. But I have like that's kind of where I was doing my little mullet apparel stuff on my merchandise.
Uh-huh.
Is it a mullet if it's short on top because it doesn't grow. Like
So
Kenny G, or not Kenny G. What's the other guy?
About
There's a bunch of them.
Fucking the singer guy that fucking has long hair and is bald on top. Michael Bolton.
oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Would that count as a mullet?
call those skullets.
Skullet. Got it. Thank you.
And then you have but I mean, think about it this way: one of the most popular mullets of all time was a wig, right? Joe Dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the story behind the Joe Dirt mullet, right, was that he literally had a wig that got glued onto his thing. So I mean, one of the most popular mullets that you could think of all time is literally just a wig that was glued onto a guy.
It fused to his skull.
Yeah, fused his skull.
All right, so before we go, since we went down this fucking rabbit hole, 50 upscale mullet haircut styles.
Jesus.
I thought there was just one called the fucking mullet. So there's the hipster mullet.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. Let's see.
That looks like riffraff right there.
The vintage natural. I mean,
That's not a mullet.
Yeah, he's got long
David Bowie with shitty hair.
Yeah. The classic and long.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Like, I wouldn't even call that a mullet because it's supposed to be it's supposed to be one length on the sides.
Yeah.
One length on the top. I mean, I guess you could call that a mullet, but it's like a very shaggy one.
A shaggy.
Like that guy. Yeah, like that guy.
That's
needs
a mullet.
Yeah, the modern mullet, apparently. Let's see.
That looks like one of them country music artists that we're talking about.
Yeah, Pat Sharp's mullet. Like that's a thing.
Is that the guy?
And that's like every wrestler from the '80s mullet.
Yeah, AWA, man. The Rockers.
Short and cool. I mean,
nah.
That's
not a
these
mullet.
aren't fucking mullets, man. The wavy. That's not a mullet.
That's not a mullet.
That's John Stamos hair right there.
That's Orlando Bloom.
John Stamos had a mullet. That's not a mullet.
These are not mullets.
That's long all the way around.
Fucking macho hairstyles. You are stupid.
Mohawk?
That's not a mullet.
Really?
That's just a shitty mohawk.
I think if it goes, let's.
That's a mohawk that's been in prison for 3 weeks.
The fancy hawk, the hybrid
looks like
mullet. That's
shit.
a thing. Side part mullet. Yeah, these are not fucking the man pony. Okay, I would say this is that's a mohawk.
That's a mohawk.
That seems like a more of a mohawk to me.
Yeah,
because the back has to be longer. So the top has to be a certain length, and then the back has to be longer. That looks to me like it's the same length all the way around.
The blonde mullet. So you're just a mullet with blonde hair. That's stupid. I mean, that's just a mullet, but that's not a mullet.
That's just a dude that knows what semen tastes like.
Plus,
yeah. Well, the scarf is what makes that more than the mullet. But that mullet, that's not a great mullet.
He's looking off. He's just thinking about the sperm he's about to.
That's like if you wanted a mullet, but then you're also a fan of Fall Out Boy.
I see that.
The side swept. This guy looks
That's
like
just bad hair.
The Kate from John, Kate, Nate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a hipster that just has.
She was cute with long hair though.
Long curls. Yeah, these are all right. Rat tail's not a mullet. That's a fucking rat tail. Like, that's not a mullet. A business mullet.
That is not a mullet.
All right, macho hairstyles. You fucking failed. These are not mullets.
That is weird.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was a great goddamn episode. I'm so glad Danny D left and we finally were able to have fun. She doesn't listen. She's not going to fucking hear it.
The Danny D mullet.
Nice to meet you, Cheez.
Yeah, Cheez.
Sharon, Rob, Nick is
Take it easy, man.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on, buddy. Take it easy.
Oh, take care.
Hey, you guys.
Let.
All right.